This is amazing Almaty, the largest city in Kazakhstan. Hey there, how's it going? Another day in Almaty, the largest city in Kazakhstan. Today is October 20th. In my first video in the city, I walked that way. In the video that I recorded yesterday, I walked out that way. So Almaty is a very spread out city. Everything is miles away. Not everything, of course, there's stuff there and stuff there, but as far as getting around to the sites, then it is a long ways to go. So when I was looking at accommodation and trying to decide where to stay, okay, we have a bus here. Oh, it's leaving. So this is the Azov district. When I was looking for accommodation, then I looked for best neighborhoods in Almaty, and this came up. So far, as you may have seen in previous videos, then there's really nothing remarkable about it, and it turns out that it is a long ways from some of the main sites to see. A cathedral, a bazaar, a park that are kind of clustered in the same area. And it might have been a better idea to have stayed in that neighborhood, but no big deal. So the plan then is to try to get over there, but it's a 40-minute drive. And so I'm not sure what's gonna happen here, how I'm going to get there. It looks like there is a metro, but the closest metro station is 2 miles away, or 3 kilometers. So what I'm attempting to do now is to catch a bus to the metro and then try the metro. So we'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll end up catching another taxi or whatever, but one way or another, we will see something here in Almaty. So let's hope for the best. The question with the buses is, what do you need? Is there a card you're supposed to have, or can I pay cash? One way to find out. Okay, I just asked a guy who seemed to confirm that I can pay with cash. I have no idea where this is going, but it's going in the right general direction. So so far, so good. That is the bus right there. I'm going to assume that it is going straight, whereas the metro station I'm trying to get to is to the left. So hopped off here, and then it is less than a kilometer's walk or bus ride or whatever that way. So 650 meters or a 9-minute walk to Saryarka, which hopefully is a metro station. So, a few fun facts about Kazakhstan and Almaty. So, Almaty is the largest city in Kazakhstan, but not the capital city. That is Astana. The name of Astana was changed to Nur Sultan, the name of a prime minister, but then was recently changed back to Astana. So when I was looking into cities to visit in Kazakhstan, then what I came across was Astana was more of a newer city, whereas Almaty had a bit more character, apparently. Kazakhstan is the 9th largest country in the world. It is about half the size of the continental US, so it is really huge. It is also one of the least densely populated countries in the world. Of course, formerly part of the USSR and then gained independence in 1991, along with most of the ex-Soviet states. So the main languages are Kazakh, which is a Turkic language, and Russian, but they are in the process of changing over from the Cyrillic alphabet used in Russian and Bulgarian, etc., for the Kazakh language, changing it to the Latin script. So over the coming years, then they will be converting over to Kazakh written in Latin. In other words, the same alphabet that we use in English. Looks like that might be the metro there, other side of the street, so how to cross. Looks like maybe there's a crosswalk up ahead. Lots of buses at least. Curious to find out how this metro works and if it can get me where I'm trying to go quicker than driving. And actually looks like we have a way to get down right here. Looks quite new. M Metro, excellent. And check it out, we even have some English to the train. So obviously the two on top are Kazakh and Russian, but they are both in the Cyrillic, as you can see, so I'm not sure which one is on top. I would assume Kazakh, but you can see just looking at it that even though they're both in Cyrillic, they're totally different. So this is where I want to try to get to. Zenkov's Cathedral, the closest metro is Jebek-Jolie. Let's see how this goes. Okay, where do I get it? Tickets. There's security there. $100 Kazakhstani tenge. That is 20 cents. And I guess it just gets you everywhere because you just put that yellow token in and then you're in. Jebek-Jolie? 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 This one. Thank you. Spasibo. The one Russian word I know, actually two. Niet. Okay, so she said this side, I'm trusting her. So is this Soviet era or more recent? We got a plaque here, 2011. So things are working out a lot smoother than I expected. That was 20 minutes on the train. So it sounds like this part of the city is probably the best area to stay if you want to be closer to the main things to see. Whoa, it's a long one. So, Panfilov Street or Gogol Street. My philosophy with which exit to use when leaving a metro and you're not sure is just take the closest one. And you'll figure it out once you get up outside. Okay, so we have arrived somewhere. Definitely a different scene from my neighborhood. It feels a little more like the center of the city. Time to check the map, find out where that church is. Looks like it's this way. 700 meters or a 10-minute walk. Is that Mozart selling hamburgers? Some sort of a classical European dude? So the cathedral is in this park. Zenkov's Cathedral. For those who are wondering, how do I have Google access, internet, data, all that stuff? Then, no, I did not get a SIM card at the airport. I have T-Mobile for my cell phone provider, and it just works everywhere. I have never gotten a SIM card, an extra SIM card, ever in my life, in all of my traveling. The cell phone service just works pretty much everywhere. Obviously not, in places where there are no cell towers, but as far as countries, pretty much every country. However, it did not work in certain countries in the past. For example, my first time to Morocco, it did not work at all. But then it did work the next time that I went back 2 years ago. And on this trip, it has worked in every country. Sometimes a bit spotty or kind of unreliable, but basically I just land at an airport or cross a border or whatever and turn on my phone and it just connects to these cell towers. Now, as far as why I am going to another church, no, it is not some sort of religious, spiritual pilgrimage of mine to see all the churches in the world or whatever. It's just something to shoot for. I mean, the churches are a representation of the architecture, the culture, the country, and the cathedrals are generally at the center of things. And so a good place to go in order to see whatever is around it. And also just interesting to see the different styles and see the insides. So religion was banned under the Soviet Union. Kazakhstan is actually majority Muslim. Wow, it's a cool looking one. So I don't know the extent to which it was fully repressed in the USSR here in Kazakhstan, but it was kind of, to a varying extent, I guess, throughout the USSR. But Kazakhstan now is majority Muslim. However, there is the Russian Soviet influence, and so you have what is obviously a Russian Orthodox church or cathedral. So here you go. This is why you might want to head for the main cathedral, is oftentimes near it there is a cool scene. Look at this. Horses, tons of pigeons, kids driving cars, trains, tiny ponies. Man, those things are so dang cute.
Oh my gosh!
What a great scene. I finally found something other than residential apartment buildings. Let's take a closer look at the cathedral, find out if you can go inside.